Welcome to this English learning story. Today, you will read a deep and emotional story about life lessons that slowly change a person from the inside. The language is simple and natural, so you can improve your English fluency while enjoying the story. Try to read every paragraph carefully and imagine the scenes in your mind. This story is not about one special person. It is about ordinary life, silent struggles, hidden pain, and powerful lessons that many people learn too late. Sometimes life teaches through happiness, but most powerful lessons come through difficulty, patience, failure, and time. In this story, you will discover 10 life-changing lessons that can completely change the way a person thinks, feels, and lives. There was a time when life felt confusing every single day. The mornings looked the same, the nights felt empty, and the heart carried a quiet tiredness that nobody could see. From the outside, everything looked normal, but inside there was fear, stress, pressure, and disappointment. Every day was filled with comparisons. Looking at successful people online created frustration. Seeing others move forward quickly created self-doubt. It felt like everyone understood life except one lonely soul walking slowly through endless uncertainty. During that time, the first lesson appeared silently. The lesson was this: life is not a race. At first it sounded simple, but understanding it deeply changed everything. Flowers bloom in different seasons. Some trees grow fast, while others take years to become strong. Human life is the same. Comparing journeys only destroys peace. The moment comparison stopped, breathing became easier. Progress became personal. Peace slowly entered the heart for the first time in many years. The second lesson came through failure. One difficult period brought repeated disappointment. Plans failed again and again. Hard work did not produce quick success. Dreams felt far away. After every failure, there was embarrassment and sadness. Sometimes it felt easier to quit completely. But slowly, another truth became clear. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every painful mistake was secretly teaching something important. Every rejection built emotional strength. Every difficult moment increased patience. Looking back later, it became obvious that easy success would never have created wisdom. Painful experiences shaped character more than comfortable moments ever could. That lesson changed the meaning of failure forever. Instead of seeing failure as the end, it became a teacher guiding life toward maturity. The third lesson arrived during a lonely season. There were days without support, encouragement, or understanding. Conversations became shorter. Some people disappeared during difficult times. The silence hurt deeply because expectations were too high. Trusting everyone created disappointment. Depending emotionally on others created weakness. Then, one evening, while sitting alone and thinking about life, a powerful realization appeared. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that is perfectly fine. Some people are only temporary visitors in life. They come for a season and leave quietly. Holding anger against them only creates more suffering. Learning to stand alone became one of the greatest strengths. Solitude stopped feeling painful and slowly became peaceful. The heart learned how to enjoy silence without fear. The fourth lesson came from time itself. There was a period when impatience controlled everything. Every goal needed immediate results. Every dream needed quick success. Waiting felt unbearable. But life moved slowly, no matter how much pressure existed. At first, this created frustration, but later it revealed something beautiful. Time has its own wisdom. Some doors open only when a person becomes ready emotionally and mentally. Rushing life only increases anxiety. Watching the sunrise one morning created a deep understanding. Nature never rushes, but everything still happens perfectly. The sun rises at the right moment. Rain falls at the right season. Human life also unfolds step by step. Patience is not weakness. Patience is hidden power. The fifth lesson appeared through emotional pain. Hurtful words from others remained inside the mind for a long time. Criticism became heavy. Negative opinions damaged confidence. Trying to please everyone created emotional exhaustion. One day, after feeling completely drained, another important lesson became clear. People will always have opinions, no matter what you do. Trying to satisfy everyone is impossible. The moment this truth was accepted, freedom entered life. Decisions became easier. Confidence became stronger. Living for personal values instead of public approval changed everything completely. The fear of judgment slowly disappeared. Life became lighter and calmer. The sixth lesson came through small daily habits. For a long time, motivation was treated like magic. Waiting to feel inspired before taking action became normal. But motivation often disappeared quickly. Dreams stayed unfinished because emotions changed every day. Then another lesson slowly developed through experience. Discipline matters more than motivation. Small actions repeated daily create powerful results over time. Reading a few pages every day improves knowledge. Exercising regularly strengthens the body slowly. Practicing English daily improves fluency naturally. Success is rarely created through one big moment. It grows through small, consistent actions that people usually ignore. Understanding this lesson transformed ordinary routines into meaningful progress. The seventh lesson entered life during a difficult emotional breakdown. There was a moment when stress became too heavy to carry. Thoughts became dark and hopeless. Smiling in front of others became exhausting. During that painful period, something important was finally understood. Strong people also need rest. For many years, rest felt lazy and unproductive. But the truth is completely different. Even machines stop working when overloaded. Human hearts and minds also need recovery. Taking care of mental health became essential. Sleeping properly, spending quiet time alone, walking in nature, and protecting inner peace became priorities. Productivity improved only after emotional balance returned. That lesson saved life from complete burnout. The eighth lesson came from observing ordinary people. Some rich people looked unhappy. Some poor people looked peaceful. Some successful individuals carried stress every day while simple workers laughed freely with their families. Slowly, a deep truth became visible. Happiness does not come only from money or status. Happiness often comes from gratitude, relationships, health, and inner peace. Society teaches people to chase endless achievements, but peace cannot be purchased like an object. A simple meal shared with loved ones can create more happiness than expensive possessions. Appreciating small moments change daily life completely. Watching rain, drinking tea quietly, hearing birds in the morning, and laughing during simple conversations became precious experiences. The ninth lesson arrived unexpectedly through forgiveness. Old anger remained inside the heart for years. Painful memories continued replaying in the mind. Certain people caused emotional wounds that seemed impossible to forget. Carrying resentment felt justified at first, but slowly it became emotionally exhausting. Then one quiet night, another truth appeared clearly. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself from emotional chains. Holding hatred only continues personal suffering. Letting go does not erase the past, but it removes its power over the present. Forgiving others brought unexpected peace. The heart finally became lighter after carrying emotional weight for too long. The 10th and final lesson came after many years of struggle, growth, mistakes, and reflection. One day, while thinking about the past, an important realization became impossible to ignore. Life is fragile and temporary. People spend too much time worrying about small things, delaying dreams, hiding emotions, and waiting for perfect moments that may never arrive. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. This lesson changed priorities forever. Important conversations stopped being delayed. Gratitude became more honest. Time with loved ones became more valuable. Living authentically became more important than impressing strangers. Fear slowly lost control because life finally felt real and precious. As the years passed, these 10 lessons slowly transformed everything. The outside world did not suddenly become perfect. Problems still existed. Difficult days still arrived. But the mind became calmer and stronger. Challenges no longer created immediate panic. Silence no longer felt lonely. Failure no longer destroyed confidence. Life became less about proving worth and more about understanding peace. The greatest transformation was invisible. It happened quietly inside the heart. Many people search for life-changing secrets in books, videos, and motivational speeches. But often the greatest lessons come from ordinary experiences. A painful goodbye teaches emotional strength. A lonely night teaches self-understanding. A failure teaches patience. A difficult season teaches gratitude. Life itself becomes the greatest teacher for those willing to learn slowly and honestly. Thank you for reading this graded reader story. Keep practicing English every day through stories like this, because language learning becomes easier when emotions and life experiences are connected to words. Step by step, your fluency, confidence, and understanding will continue growing naturally.